If you fell into Jupiter, you would never land, not because the fall would destroy you, though it would, but because, in the deepest sense, there is nothing to land on. Jupiter has no ground, no mountains, no ocean floor, no surface at all, just sky. Sky that goes down and down and down for more than 40,000 miles. So tonight, we're going to jump in. We'll give you an impossible suit, one that cannot be crushed or burned or broken. And we'll fall together, all the way to the center of the largest planet we have. You're watching Mostly Empty. Small channel, big universe. Tonight we find out what's inside Jupiter. First, understand what you're jumping into. Jupiter is so large that 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. As you approach, it stops looking like a planet and becomes a wall of swirling clouds that fills your entire sky. But before you even reach those clouds, Jupiter tries to kill you. The planet is wrapped in belts of radiation, the deadliest environment in the solar system outside the sun itself. Good thing you're wearing the impossible suit. You hit the top of the atmosphere at over 100,000 miles per hour. For a few seconds, you are the brightest meteor Jupiter has seen all day. Then the clouds take you. The cloud tops are ammonia ice, 230 degrees below zero, whipped into bands of cream and rust and gold that stretch for thousands of miles. Off on the horizon, you catch a glimpse of the Great Red Spot, a single storm wider than the entire Earth that has been raging for at least a century and a half, maybe far longer. You are falling past weather that is older than every nation on your home world. The winds here scream past at 400 miles per hour, and yet your fall is strangely graceful. Jupiter's gravity pulls at you more than twice as hard as Earth's, drawing you smoothly down into the dark. Deeper now, you pass through clouds of water, real water, like home. And all around you, lightning, bolts far more powerful than any ever recorded on Earth, flickering through the mist like the planet is thinking. And then the light begins to die. Sunlight cannot follow you this deep. The blue glow above you fades to twilight, then to nothing. From here on, you fall in total darkness. The air is thickening. With every mile, the weight of everything above presses harder, until the atmosphere around you is denser than any air on Earth. And here is where Jupiter reveals its strangest secret. You will never splash into an ocean because there is no ocean surface. Instead, the sky itself slowly becomes a sea. The hydrogen around you grows thicker and thicker until you're no longer falling through gas, but sinking through liquid. And there was never a moment where one became the other. The heat rises with the pressure, hotter than an oven, then hotter than lava. The darkness around you begins to glow a dull orange, like the inside of a furnace. Somewhere in these depths, scientists believe something beautiful is happening. Droplets of helium condensing like dew, raining down through the liquid hydrogen for thousands of miles. Rain that no eye will ever see. Halfway to the center, the pressure becomes so immense that hydrogen itself surrenders. It turns into something that should not exist, a liquid metal, shimmering and electric. You are now sinking through an ocean of metallic hydrogen bigger than 1,000 Earths. This glowing metal sea is the engine of Jupiter's power. Its slow churning generates the strongest magnetic field of any planet in the solar system. If your eyes could see that field from Earth, Jupiter would look larger than the full moon in our night sky. You have been falling for more than a day now. You have fallen farther than the distance from Earth's North Pole to its South Pole, several times over, and still there is no bottom. At last, you reach the heart of the planet, and even here, there may be no true surface. Spacecraft measurements suggest Jupiter's core is not a solid ball, but something blurred and strange, rock and metal partly dissolved into the ocean above it. Scientists are still working out why. What we do know is that it burns at tens of thousands of degrees, hotter than the surface of the sun. And this is where your journey ends, because without the impossible suit, nothing of you would have survived. Pressure this deep does not crush things, it unmakes them. You would not hit Jupiter. You would dissolve into it, atom by atom. You would become part of the planet. Now rise back up, all those 40,000 miles, and look at Jupiter from space again. In 1994, humanity watched a comet break apart and slam into those clouds, piece by piece. The scars it left behind were larger than the entire Earth. Jupiter simply swallowed them and moved on. That is what Jupiter is. A world so large it treats comets the way a pond treats raindrops. A storm with no floor, wrapped around a heart hotter than the sun. And tonight, you can see it. Step outside and look up. One of the brightest points of light in the sky is not a star at all. It's Jupiter. And now you know that if you fell into it, you would never, ever land. If tonight's fall left you a little dizzy in a good way, consider subscribing. We sit with one big question every week. The universe is mostly empty. Thanks for spending a quiet corner of it here.